Hey everyone, today we're here with Keirstin Carson, and we're talking, we're going to talk a lot about what you put on your body, right? All the things that affect things, not just, because here at Healthy Meals to Go, we talk more what goes in, I call the chemical shoot,
Right.
that affects you from internally.
Right.
But there's a lot we were just visiting, there's a lot to say about what you put on and what surrounds you, right?
Right.
And so we were talking, and you started out with this passion with your daughter, right?
Right. So whenever my daughter was born, she did have a lot of food allergies, and those are the things that you can more commonly find information about, foods to avoid, things like that. But as we got down the path, we realized that things that we were putting on her body as well, she would react to. And so I started doing a lot more research about the things that you put on your body, and found that it really does correlate to your overall health. You can make better choices just in your everyday supplies. This is not just a women's issue. Guys, you do it too. You use that hair gel, the soap in the shower and things like that, and it really does make a difference. So we started looking at a lot of the different ingredients in there, a lot of the synthetic things, looking at other countries even. In the U.S., we really don't have a lot of regulation. Other countries regulate up to 1,500 things, and in America, well, it's about 30.
Yeah.
We haven't changed our laws really in about 80 years.
Wow.
So it's just really finding other companies that we trust that are doing the legwork for us, or identifying those little ingredients that we know are hormone disruptors, are linked to cancer, our overall health and longevity of people has not really changed a lot in the last 20 years, but the rate of cancer has increased dramatically. So we really need to look at what is causing those changes.
I know it's hard because the big C word is so scary,
Yes.
and there's so many things out there that they just scare you to death about.
Right.
Golly, you can't do this, you can't do that. I know one of the first things I changed when I was just deodorant.
Right. Exactly.
From a male perspective, with aluminum and all those type deals.
Right.
But what is it that, because it's so scary and it's so overwhelming.
It is.
How does someone just start learning, and I think here at Healthy Meals we go good, better, best.
Right.
And we were talking earlier about that.
Yes. So there's a great tool. The Environmental Working Group put it out. It's they either have an app or a website. It's ewg.org/skin deep.
Okay.
And this is something that has thousands of products in there. You can do things like type in the name, type in a brand, or you can even scan barcodes to specifically find the exact thing. Now, granted, it's not going to have everything in there. They are adding things as quickly as they possibly can. But for me, that was one of the best places to start because I can't memorize everything.
Right.
And so I started there, and then I also started with companies that I knew I could trust. After doing a lot of research to find out what they stand for, what things they ban. Do they really source responsibly? Are they focused on making a good product, or are they focused on making a good business?
Right.
There's two different ways to go about it. And so I really liked Beauty Counter, which is the one that I do some business for. But there are other great companies out there. You mentioned deodorant. Primally Pure is a fantastic brand for that. And then just things around the house. Not only do your lotions and things touch your skin, but your laundry detergent. Start looking at things like that. Branch Basics has some great tools for that. Just a lot of different ways that you can start.
Branch Basics?
Yes, Branch Basics. It's a great concentrate that you can use it all around the house. Basically, you dilute it in different ways, and it's fantastic.
Right.
But there's just a lot of different companies out there that I would start by researching companies and not necessarily products.
So with this, when you're having, like I have allergies and asthma and things, but is there a way to know which is different? Like, is that an allergy or is it an irritant? Is there a difference in that?
I don't really know.
Okay.
No, because for me, like for my kids, it was more they would use something and they would get eczema patches. Well, was the eczema from food driven where they ate it, or
Right.
was it they came in contact with something? And so
Gotcha.
you start doing a lot of process of elimination. I know my husband has very sensitive skin because, you know, he will just itch no matter if he puts lotion on or not. He just has dry skin. Living
Yes.
in West Texas, that does happen. And so we had to really trial and error find the right products for him. Not necessarily if he was irritated to them. I mean, that could have been it. That absolutely could have been it. But
Right.
really, it was just what was going to work best for him.
So everybody's different.
Yes.
And about the only way you can really probably figure this out is to go to basic and
Yes.
then add things. Is that how
Yes.
you suggest you do it?
Yep, just like food. If you want to know, do the elimination diet.
Yeah.
Do the same thing to your skin.
Right.
Start out with the basics. When you're trying something new, don't try 30 things at once. Try
Right.
a couple things. Do skin tests. Just do little spots. See how you react, and then you can move forward.
My son this week, he was saying that if he washes his face too much, it breaks out more.
Absolutely.
I was like, wow, this
Yeah.
is a 16-year-old going, he figured this out.
Well, there's a lot of very astringent things that strip your skin, actually. A lot of people that think that they have oily skin are actually making their skin worse because they are stripping everything off of it,
Okay.
and then your body is overproducing. So yes, he is absolutely right.
Right.
He can be washing it and breaking out more.
It was, and I thought, wow, that's, I'd read that, but I'd never had a personal experience
Right.
with it. Yeah. So what are have you had some success stories with some people that are just like, they're like, couldn't find anything cleared up, and you helped them work through a process, just amazing results?
Yeah, I mean, you find people that just have had skin issues that really haven't been able to find anything that works for them. And even within the realm of the products that we have, there's going to be a trial and error. But specifically, just high irritants where, you think you have rosacea. You don't have rosacea. You are just over drying and overstimulating and putting too active of ingredients on your skin,
Right.
probably. And it's creating irritation more than it is solving the problem that you
Gotcha.
intended to do.
Like irritation, because I know I fight with the food. We talk a lot about fighting inflammation.
Yes.
That inflames you,
Right.
which is arthritis and the immunitory diseases, however you say that word. But
Right.
it's got to be satisfying to see people progress.
Oh yeah, because what you put on your face, that's the first thing that people see. And so to have somebody be proud enough to go out without makeup on,
Yes.
and just say, I've never thought that I would have skin that I loved, and I actually am more confident with myself because of it.
I know some people think it's hereditary. You just get bad skin just because your mom did, and this
Right,
did, and that
right.
did, and yet they're using the same products.
True. Yeah. But there are things that you can't change, and there are things that you can.
Okay.
So it's not a one-stop shop for everything, but it is very interesting to see products that can be good for you actually perform. Because that's one thing that I've always, when I started the journey, that's fine that there are safer things out there, but I'm a working mom, and there is no way that I'm going to be in my kitchen crushing berries just because it's a safer blush alternative. You just can't do that. So you need the products that work and that hold up next to those department store or even more expensive products that are going to be safe for you, that you can trust.
So that's a big thing, is cost.
Yes.
Because I really think even with food, anything you get, cars, you get what you pay for.
Yes.
And it's sometimes hard for people to get over that. Do you
Right.
find that a barrier?
It can be at first, but it's also, you have to think about, if I am going to invest in myself, investing in the food that I put in my body and what I put on my body, later down the line, you're going to have less doctor bills. Things like that. You're going to be healthier and not have other expenses related. I do say, yes, it's not the same thing as the grocery store, picking up your makeup at Target and things like that, but it's comparable to a department store.
Okay.
But again, like you said, you do get what you pay for. I feel like our products last a very long time.
Yes.
And I just overall feel like they perform better.
Awesome. Well, that's good It's like our motto here again is like make healthy choices easy, so you don't have to think about it.
Exactly.
And that's what you're doing with the beauty products.
Absolutely.
And of course, I go out with makeup all the time. Yes.
Like I said, not just men, not just a women's thing. We've got a whole men's line to keep you in line.
Exactly. So, all right. So, if they want to get in touch with you,
Yes.
how would they do that?
You can either email me, you can call me, text, my website, any
Okay.
of that information.
So we'll put all that in the notes.
Okay.
If that's okay with
Yeah,
you.
absolutely.
Yeah, we don't have very many creepy people, just a few. But all right. So thank you for spending the time. And I always like to end on just your favorite quote, something you live by, hang your hat on. It means a lot to you.
The one that I like to apply to business and to life is when you know better, you do better.
Oh yeah.
And that's from Maya Angelou.
So when you know better,
You do better.
you do better. That's awesome. I'm going to steal that.
Okay.
Is that okay?
I'll let you. I stole it.
Okay. I'll give you credit once.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you. Get in touch. I think this is going to get more and more prevalent
Absolutely.
and more awareness.
Yes.
And when you know, right?
Yes. When you know better, you do
Do
better.
All right. Well, thank you again for coming, and we're gonna make healthy choices easy, right?
Absolutely.
Amen. All right. God
Thank
bless
you.
everybody.